What's going on, you guys? What up? It's the Unmanageable Negroes. What's happening?
The UN.
What's poppin', son?
Yes,
we out here.
Alton Walker Show right here, popping in your face.
Comedian Marvin Hunter, a.k.a. the Grumpy Uncle. It's me. It is I.
Out here. Y'all ready for Thanksgiving?
Who are you, man?
Yeah,
I am
I'm
sorry. It's your boy Wellington Ojukwu.
Just in case you
Team
don't know.
Juku Nation, y'all stand up. You are with the Unmanageable Negroes.
Yes.
You see the letters.
You see the letters, man. UN, baby. Yes, like you said, it is Thanksgiving weekend.
Also interchangeable for Negas.
Nigga.
Negus.
Niggas. Nigga, that bump that shit.
I put
on
that
who you
fatigue on. You a no-limit nigga right now.
I came ready. I came ready to. I came for blood for today's podcast.
While we over here talking about the No Limit, did y'all hear about them getting booed?
Hold up.
P got booed somewhere, right?
Talking about y'all ready for Bout It?
No, they were like,
And
not.
What city that was?
Jesus.
God.
They got booed.
I want to say
That must be. But
it might
why
have been
would you?
Florida.
That must have been one their concert. Then.
Yeah, some young folks, probably some young
That
folks.
it could have been their concert,
They
man.
don't understand about the soldier.
I keep telling folk, man, if you still telling the young people to throw their hands in the air and wave them like it just don't care, give it up, man. These young kids ain't doing that, man. Throw your hands in the air.
It was in St. Louis.
Stop.
Damn, the Lou should have been holding people down.
Man, nah.
They said now it was enough to say booed, but then they said they booed them off stage.
Damn.
So the boo was the escort.
So
of the
he
show.
held his tank up high and it didn't do nothing.
It'll take up high.
They was-
that verse.
It was ready to hear.
Yeah, that must be that must was
They didn't like that.
what concert was it though? Who concert?
It was a reunion
Yeah,
concert.
No Limit All Stars, right?
Shoot,
Reunion
so you
concert.
telling me the people paid to come see them and still booed them?
Yeah, something ain't right. That wasn't no.
It couldn't have been
let
unless
Will-
they just showed up.
Did get booed.
Well,
I just don't know
the
what the
story.
Dog. Y'all
We gon-
some savages, boy.
They said reportedly had a less than stellar performance when he brought his No Limit reunion tour to Shaftez Arena in St. Louis.
It's probably somebody
November
else's
2nd.
concert.
Nigga, he bought it to the arena. I'm literally looking at. He brought his No Limit.
So why would you buy a ticket to come boo? Like you supposed to be you a fan.
What, as per the news, they didn't start booing till he did Bout It, right?
Okay, well, what it's saying, it was just while the reviewer said there was booing at various points of the show, there isn't much way of footage to capture the booing at the part of the show that she mentions. All right,
Bad it.
Hell no.
Man, T.R., they was the hardest. No Limits. Silter Shocker was killing the game. That's why I'm mad at y'all.
No,
Everybody.
Silter-
Nah, don't do that. Cause y'all know that. Y'all know his verse.
No.
On.
well here's what they're
Silk
saying.
one never killed.
Y'all was going.
Here's what they're saying.
Y'all was on Silk, man. Y'all gonna get Silk.
There is a video of few fans booing after Ice Cream Man artist suggests that he won't perform his single "I'm Bout It."
Oh, he wasn't gonna perform.
However, the audience immediately screams in approval as soon as he returns to the stage to perform the song. In the end, described the No Limit concert, an hour and 40 minutes of lazy, unorganized, and ill-prepared performances.
I believe it.
Hey man, they old, man.
They what y'all want them to do? Flips?
You want them to do? They don't say that about Rolling Stones.
You want them to do this at 90 years old? They gonna say, that Joe Katie, man, the man 90 years old, man. This man ain't about to do what.
So here's my question. Why do the tour if you barely gonna do it?
Because everybody doing a reunion tour.
Everybody doing a reunion tour.
Everybody. Doing it except B2K.
They was trying until the
Salt and pepper.
Hey, once that check cleared, that's when they your boy came and went public with the relationship.
Well, I am to be honest with you. I'm really tired of hearing about them.
We look, me and you both.
You know what I'm saying? It's like if y'all gonna do it, but I know why y'all doing it because, you know, people we even talking about it and it getting y'all TV time. I get it. That's all y'all got, really. To be honest with you, April Jones and Fizz, this is all they have. If they don't have this scandal, they have nothing.
It used to be some kind of honor, man. You ain't screw your partner old lady, man. It just you would find somebody. All these women out here, you gonna screw you.
They say they weren't partners though. He said they weren't cool like that.
That's what she said. Fizz told her. He said we ain't never. First of all,
Fizz said that. Fizz said two things too, because he said they was business partner. Then he said they was real tight.
he said they was boys.
They was boys.
And then it's just a work. Now it's a working relationship. Let me tell you something. First of all,
whole nigga shit.
this is
Yeah.
y'all, and he was telling her things that Omarion was doing.
Whole nigga shit.
Hey,
At this point, let me say something. When y'all grow up together, y'all, even whether y'all was not friends, y'all were friends at one point to have been working from the age of 15 all the way up into your 20s.
yeah,
Y'all are friends at one point.
yeah.
And for this man to have kids with her, now I can see it's still wrong if they was like boyfriend and girlfriend and they didn't have no kids. It's still wrong. But now he got kids with this woman. So he's tied to her.
I mean, just that concert check wasn't paying
And
as
they
much
did.
as that Love and Hip Hop check. That's what it was.
He must
I'm trying to tell you.
He saw his cut and was like, I don't care.
I need that Love and Hip Hop check.
He didn't, but
But I gotta have this scandal for the Love and Hip Hop check. I know what y'all
he
doing.
was going. He had been doing it before Love and Hip Hop. Like there was, she's saying they just now started. Nah. They was doing that way before.
I mean, I just think, like I said, this is all for y'all to drag it out this long. It's obvious this is all y'all have.
Yeah.
This is sad.
and you
All
know-
y'all have is this janky relationship for TV.
You know that was the last successful boy band.
Really. Somebody need to
That
tell
was
him,
the last
Especially black.
successful.
Yeah, you may be right.
Somebody need to tell him
B2K.
the way you get them is the way you lose them.
I don't really.
Because if she did that with you, she'll do it with somebody else. You fucking idiot.
I won't be surprised if it ain't even real. To be
No,
honest
it's
with you.
real. Oh, it's real. Oh, it's real.
You don't think they doing this for the cash?
Man, them folks ain't. Nigga, she tonguing this man on camera. You done went.
Man, hold on. She don't, what that mean?
That's what I'm saying.
Anything for
tongue-
money.
Don't they take a couple of $100,000 an episode? They make $100,000 an episode.
Pounded. She talking about this.
Depending on who.
Man,
Some people get more
she
than
talking about he giving
Yeah.
her the best D. Come on, man.
Dude, would you if you got 100,000 per episode?
I'm not about to do this to none of my peoples.
I
fuck
mean,
the money.
I wouldn't, but she don't care.
To hell with the
This
money.
is Fizz.
That's 'cause that-
When the last time B2K came out with an album?
It ain't even
Over
about
20-something years,
It's
probably.
at what point
Since Hush was
Fizz-
a puppet.
Fizz ain't had nothing.
that nigga put out a track. I would rather listen to Orlando Brown's new single than to hear this man's music. That sounds like it was dreamt in swamp piss juice.
This all we got, baby. That's what they said now. We all we got.
He
They got
messed it up for J Boog
Oh, he hurt.
and Raz B.
Both of them hurt.
J Boog was online like, man, yo. It was like, it's
I beat
Fizz
that
reason
dude
they
ass,
messed.
man.
He messed it to up.
Do you
Fuck
know
the
these
money
people?
up.
Like they sold out.
Yeah.
When they came back, they sold out.
They was killing it.
They were an amazing group when they were out.
Yeah.
I think they were fantastic. Like I said, B2K, y'all can do without Lil Fizz. Y'all don't need him. That
Yeah.
nigga is a tambourine. He is.
You can go
Hey,
get-
this
you can
nigga
go
can
get
dance now. This
get
nigga
him.
Wellington, he can show.
Yeah.
None of the way you can. Go ahead and hire your boy. You good. That nigga was a hazard anyway. His
He
hair,
wasn't singing no way.
his hair is always wet. Y'all messing around
Dog
and
go
slip
lip
and
singing.
fall.
Yeah, you can go get a monkey replace him. Anybody can stand in.
Yeah, man, I'm done with them, man. I'm done with April Jones, all that. April Jones or Fizz, man. I'm tired of hearing about y'all, to be honest with you.
Who was April Jones before?
Nobody.
Yes.
This is
That's
where,
what I'm saying.
This is
She
where
was a
anybody's gonna go
nobody.
wrong. If you find a person that does not have your level of success, if you are way beyond them as far as money wise, you already on the wrong foot.
Nah, I'm just tired. It's the sad thing. It's just that, like, y'all, we know that scandals and we know that beefing and it works. You know, when it comes to television, it's just sad that y'all are using it to really like this because y'all are real people. You know what I'm
You gotta
saying?
understand too, though. You know, old man described to me one time. People fall into 4 categories. You got thoroughbreds, quarter horses, mules, and donkeys.
Damn.
Fucking thoroughbred
Asses.
can fuck anybody below them and make them better. Fucking donkey can't fuck nobody. His sperm won't even take. That's real scientific shit. So stop fucking mating with nobodies and shit, expecting your shit to be better and shit, man.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
that was beautiful.
Getting
That
going.
That was pretty good.
That was real poetic. Man.
That's real shit. Talk to me on the
That
farm.
was brilliant.
A male donkey can't fucking
I don't think
raise
anybody could have described this situation in a more perfect
You got a
light.
thoroughbred,
a quarter horse,
quarter
mule,
horse,
and a fucking
and an ass.
donkey. Because if a horse, a thoroughbred, or a quarter horse fuck a donkey, they'll make a mule. But a donkey can't fuck shit. He can't fuck up.
He elevated this woman. I'm talking about she ain't had no ass when he met her. If you seen her, she looked like the struggle Lil Fizz's music is taking right now. She had pretty hair and she had a cool face. Now she done developed some.
Yeah, she got the fame, man. She getting that check, that love and hip hop.
Ain't nobody
check.
taking into consideration this man's feelings or what he might be going through. He sat there and said,
My thing is be about the kids, man. That's my thing. Like your mom and dad, especially your mama, is acting the ass, and that junk gonna be there forever.
Who mama acting ass?
Hey, don't she got a child, April Jones, right?
Two kids.
So they probably don't know what's going on now, but once they get older, your mama acting
Ain't no
ass.
shame. Probably don't have
I
no shame
would.
anymore. Shame is gone away.
I mean, if my mama was like that, I would be ashamed.
Yeah, we would, cause we come from a certain generation, certain
You don't
mindset.
think they don't?
Nah, that's what mama out here wilding, slinging pussy out of both pant legs. Fuck.
Because
that's moms.
everybody got to see it
Moms.
now. It's on video. You know how many
Right.
people gonna ridicule him? Yeah, that nigga slid up in your mama drawers. She let
Like, I know they ain't going to public school. They could be, man. You can't put them kids in those schools and your mama acting crazy like that, man.
She tried to blast that
Women do
man.
way worse than that. Dudes and did way worse than that. So
She tried to blast that man. Say he only give her $700 in child support. I said, that's really all you need. You ain't about to be buying more studio time for Fizz because you know he can't afford it.
Ain't
That's
that the court
of man,
order?
That's the type of man that be eating your Lunchables.
The court order says 700.
Yeah. You
So
good?
what more? What
You
more
good?
do you want if the court order says 700?
What you plan on buying him, a rocket ship? You good?
Yeah, see, man, I'm done with them niggas, man.
that's got to be fake too. Gotta be more than that. More than that.
I still smash though, April Jones. Though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Just for the record.
In your fatigue jacket?
Yeah, you know, I still probably would.
You hit it in the no limit jacket? Make her say,
Not the Percy
nah,
Miller.
nah, nah.
Hey,
She
man,
look
you ever
like she
had
get
in them
down,
Percy
too.
Miller shoes?
She like she get- Oh, I remember them joints.
Nigga, that was the worst.
I remember them joints.
Ever, nigga. You need your ass beat when you wear them shoes, man. Oh my god.
Hey, them things was being sold right next to the Fat Farm shoes.
Them shit was at the gas station, pimp. At the hair store.
I remember
P.
them.
Miller's, nigga.
I remember them.
Did you see the new ones?
Nigga, I don't want to see them.
Hey, I support your shoes, man.
Man, I support everything Master P
I
do, man.
support the concept.
I will buy them and give them to some kids. You know,
Did you buy any?
I ain't getting no Percy Miller.
Did you buy
I bought
before?
some when I was young.
The only thing I bought, I did.
Hey,
Nah, I ain't bought no Percy
I
Miller.
was in Arkansas, man.
Ride with them peas.
They said, "Oh, you got them new P Millers?" I said, "Boy,
That when you was hot.
As soon as he got there, threw his foot up, that bitch came right off, flew across the road, laces broke like.
I used to work at the movie theater while I was counting them ducats.
Got the peas on.
Oh, they're like, "Oh, you got them new P Millers?" Yeah, man. You know they sell them at Burlington. They got them for the low. They got them for the low at Burlington. You go ahead and go on down to Burlington.
Next to the Starberry.
Well, the rapper
Next
had some
to
whack
Fat Farm.
ass gear.
That's probably the only one.
No, nigga, there was
Birdman?
some Machiavelli goddamn jeans one time. My partner, man, shout out to my boy Ron in Stockton, California.
He called him out.
Goof ass motherfucking Machiavelli outfit on me.
That was. I'm trying to think who else. Yeah, that was all. That's some horrible wear, man.
Ain't a killer, but don't push me. Avengers like the sleeve George wearing these jeans in cushions.
Yeah, and you know somebody come right there, yo, y'all ain't got no line. No, I don't. So I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So I wouldn't do that.
Well,
Anyway, April Jones and
Kanye-
y'all get your shit together.
went to church, which is probably where they need to take Fizz and the rest of them. Kanye
Talking with the Joel Osteen.
went to Joel Osteen's church.
Y'all, that meme is hilarious though. With the living color.
Yeah.
Man.
The David Wayne and
When I sit
Jim
here and tell you,
Carrey.
Living Color is so... They were way ahead of their time.
That meme was hilarious, bro.
They were way ahead of their time. Way ahead of their time. Jesus. That thing was so funny. Just the
Jim
video.
Carrey, when he was singing, bro.
Ran away when I screamed and opened my voice into the singer to the praise. He ran away, ran away, he ran away. Damon Wayans pulled out that pistol, pop, pop, pop. Nah, see, that's what I'm talking about. We tried to do it the Lord's way, but y'all gave us only
They were packed
$1.
up in there,
Now
too.
we're gonna do it the 125th Baptist Street way.
They were packed up in there, man. It was a lot of people in there, boy.
Oh yeah,
You about to scare some of them white folks,
Man,
though.
I know.
They
I
had
ain't rocking
tickets.
with none of it.
They gave tickets out, and some of the scalpers were selling the tickets.
I mean,
$500
and people paid to get in there. Yeah, people paid to get there.
Absolutely.
If you're a Kanye West fan,
I'm a fan. I was a fan.
You ain't no Kanye West fan no more.
Nope.
He said he loved Jesus,
Hey,
man.
well, fuck what he said.
He loved the Lord, man.
Yeah, a lot of people say a lot of shit.
You ain't gonna go to the concert.
No, I'm not
Damn.
fucking with it.
Well, you lost the.
Wish him well. Again, ain't no coming back from that shit he said about black
About the
people.
black
and
people,
Trump
yeah.
and all that shit. You lost your fucking mind.
He
Go get
is-
some help. I support him if he go get some fucking help. But you're not.
They
gonna,
said this is helping.
just like you say, what black folks do. First, if somebody fuck up, run to Jesus. You run to Jesus, we be like, oh, he's good. He's
Run to
good.
Christ.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no heaven, no hell to put him in. I don't, but I ain't gotta support his shit. So
He was on that stage, said, "Thank y'all for accepting me without judgment." He made sure to say that. Keep your comments.
I
to
didn't
yourself.
like the fact that niggas shut up somebody. It was a dude that was saying, "Amen." You know, when you in church, that's what you do. You know, if somebody talking,
Oh, he silenced somebody.
it was
Say
like,
amen?
yeah. Can you not do that? I can't think well when people talk back to me.
fuck what
You know what God is telling me. You know He's using me now. You got to see the video.
That's on video.
Oh yeah, I sent it to you. I thought you saw that one. Oh, you about to go in.
send me that.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send it to the dude. You know, apostolic. That's what they do. Say it, man. Amen.
Amen.
You can eat a puppy in public, and as long as you say the Lord told you to do it, black people, well, you know, hey, maybe puppies taste.
You don't know his anointing.
You don't know his
You don't know his story.
You don't know his- you don't know his struggle.
anointing him.
You know
Hey,
his
man.
journey.
He done wore the Confederate
This
flag on his
motherfucker
jacket
ate
and
a
said
puppy.
he's reclaiming it. He just continues to perpetuate whatever they.
He just keep remixing sex songs.
And white
You re-
races love
remake
him.
G1.
He's an example of what they. Oh, it'd be like more like Kanye. More black people should be like Kanye. He doesn't hold us accountable for our racism. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I can't stand niggas like that.
Well,
Speaking of niggas like that, Kaepernick went to go train. He was going to train. And 32 teams were supposed to come out there, see that private workout session, see Cap at his fullest.
yeah.
See Cap ready to explode because he said, I've been training for 3 years.
3
I've been ready
years.
for this moment.
I don't think he's
And
still
then
ready.
he seen that paperwork and was like,
Yeah.
we're going
But
to do
those
this.
are-
We're going to make this public.
And that's the thing. They're not telling the whole story. The contract was not a contract that you give every NFL player. This contract was totally different. So when he gave it to his lawyers like, don't sign that.
Why Stephen A. go so hard?
Because Stephen A. just got that highest paid analyst on ESPN.
Because I'm going to be honest, I don't think Kaepernick is above criticism. But, ain't nobody above criticism. Just because you criticize him don't mean you know coon. But Stephen A., what the fuck, man? He was about to have an
He went
aneurysm.
And do you know he threw Jay-Z in the mix? And
Dude,
Jay-Z's
everybody. Like,
camp was like, we ain't said nothing.
he said something
nigga.
about Terrell Owens. Terrell Owens said something about him too, right?
He called him what did he call him? Terrell went on. He went out. He did go in.
Terrell went in on
Stephen A. Smith.
Stephen A. Smith.
They say he took his black card.
Fuck,
Yeah,
he
something
ain't
like
never
that.
had a black card.
Say he took his black card.
Nigga. They done seized the hairline. They done
When the white dudes sound more
Nick
foul than
Wright.
Yeah.
Nick Wright went in. And it's like, what are you talking about?
See, that contract was horrible.
Ain't nothing wrong with criticizing, but the way he went in on this man and then try to use Jay-Z to cloak as a cloaking device to shield him from criticism. Like, but Jay-Z also has something to say about it.
What is it? But
You see, he didn't want to play the game. He don't want to play football.
That's true.
He want to play, but he don't want to play. The white man. Stop blaming him. He ain't got nothing to do with this. Look at me, nigga. You want to play in the NFL? Then you need to be owned by the NFL.
I have no problem with him changing the venues. I have no problem with him not wanting to do it. I have no problem with the Kunta Kinte shirt. I have no problem with none of that. But I will say this. That all that slick ass talking he was doing afterwards, that unprovoked interview.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. I know a lot of people gonna disagree with him, but come on, man. You must made your mind in that moment. I never want to play in the NFL again. He must have did.
Yeah.
He had to make up his mind right then. That's it. I'm done. I'll never ever want to play again because that's what he just did.
Yeah, because they coming out. They may not ever come.
It's a job interview, and it's like somebody tell you got a job interview at a fucking post office on Tuesday. You tell them, well, I tell you what I do. I show up Wednesday, and then I'll show up at the Burger King. Y'all meet me over there. We gonna teach me over there. And you don't get to tell the job interviewer what the fuck you finna do.
And that's the thing. I mean, I don't understand the contract with Janky, and they was like, you don't want to sign our contract, we can't. You can't really get mad at it. You want to play in their league. You can't get mad at the person. You want to be in their league. So, like Stephen A. Smith probably said, you got to play their game. Or go start your own league.
You got to crush them at their own rules or start your own shit.
You can't get mad at the people that you trying to play in their league. That's their league.
Now I get why he's mad because he has the right to be upset because he was treated unfairly.
Roger Goodell, stop running. You ain't gonna never play.
Now this is my thing. I didn't understand the notion of wanting to play for the NFL after all they've done to show you that they do not want you.
That's true.
That's where say that louder, cause that's
where
my thing.
I was lost. I was like, why even play for somebody who does not want you? They don't have your best interests at heart. They already don't have most of y'all health as a concern, as top priority. They don't care.
I've been trying to figure that out.
2, they definitely don't care about any causes that you are supporting that interferes with their racist ways. They don't care about you highlighting their bigotry. They don't care about, there's so many things that they don't care about. Lastly, your health, but there's so many other things that they just don't care about. So why
want you to shut up and run?
Why even want to play?
Shut up and play.
And I get he wasn't given a fair chance to really live out his dream. That's a hard thing to really knock another man on.
But at the end of the day, was he in the league? Before he got
out, we had to pull it up. But I know when he started kneeling, he was benched. He wasn't starting. He wasn't playing.
That's what kind of made me be like.
So it's like you was benched. You wasn't even. I always want to. You always gotta be careful, but you gotta go down the line of was you still even good enough to play in the NFL?
Oh yeah, he was good enough. Definitely better compared to all them white boys that they got quarterbacking.
Whoa! Wait a minute. I mean, good enough to look over.
Now you giving it levels.
I'm just saying, good enough to look over your rebellion to our league. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
If they a boat rocker.
Yeah, like, because if you good,
I see what you
win the championships.
But there's people in the league that's knocking niggas out, knocking these hoes out if they talk sideways with all that money, and they still get back in the league and they still get a shot. Now. Yeah. And then you got Roethlisberger, who was brought up on rape charges. He still had his contract. Other niggas didn't. So they picking and choosing who they want to keep. So I see what you're saying.
Yeah, they picking and choosing. But of course,
going in.
Yeah, I mean, but at the end of the day, it's like with the NFL, if you making me money, it's a money game. Colin, was you making me money at the time you start protesting?
Yeah.
Were you really bringing in money?
Yeah.
And the fact is, you wasn't. So I'm not saying I'm against what he's doing. I'm just saying
definitely stand with him.
I stand with you, but I'm standing with you. But goddamn, you gonna turn around now? The niggas we backing you up. We saying forget the NFL. They ain't right. Then you turn around and you want to be back in the NFL.
I'm pissed. More players didn't kneel.
You know what I'm saying?
Had his back.
Nah, them niggas ain't. They have his back if they bench and they ain't getting that's how I feel. I'm on the fence with Colin.
Somebody broke it down to me. They said
I'm on the fence with him.
A player making league minimum and he year to year making I think 200 is the lowest cap.
Yeah.
200,000. This nigga ain't finna jeopardize that shit.
Man,
he ain't got no other skills, nigga. He ain't got no other skill sets for play football.
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
nigga can't finna do that shit.
No,
you got to get the big names.
And the thing is, would he have done that? And I always ask the question: would he have done that if he was still starting, going to the Super Bowl and all that, going to playoffs? Would he have still kneeled?
Here's my thing.
I do have that question.
So y'all need to know this 100%. Stephen A. Smith is bought and paid for. He is owned.
Oh yeah, he gone.
He is owned by the
ESPN,
NFL.
yeah.
I'm not saying he's
ESPN.
borrowed or lended. They own his ass. They own his hairline. They own his mustache.
I think his contract like 28. It was like 28, 30 something million. Though.
I didn't have to see his contract to not know that they own him. Stephen A. was up for purchase a long time ago and he was bought.
All I know is his slip is showing.
Oh God, not his slip.
His slip is showing. You showed your hand, brother. You had the white dude had to speak up, brother. Come on, man. That's what make it so bad when the white dude went against him. That made it.
And he went hard. He wasn't even on the books. He didn't even clock in for that one.
He earned almost $8 million per year new deal. He getting $8 million. Oh, actually, it's 10. Historic $10 million per year ESPN contract.
And best believe, whenever he get around any black people, he start slipping them little knots. Hey man, you know what you should do?
That's a good check.
You should go ahead and thank them for everything they do publicly.
Let me ask y'all this.
Publicly.
Let me ask y'all this. I'm trying to think. What all black people that said something, put their foot in the mouth in the community? Stephen A., Steve Harvey, Whoopi Goldberg,
Ray Lewis,
Mike
Vick,
yeah,
Charles Barkley.
That nigga just got in trouble for saying he was gonna hit that woman.
The singer with the short hair.
Chrisette Michelle.
Man, Chrisette Michelle. Y'all did Chrisette wrong. God,
Chrisette. Jerry Rice.
Chrisette career ain't been the same.
Now let me ask you this. Now it's good to be able to disagree with people, but are we going too far when we just like anything you say against black people, a certain segment, they coons? I don't know if they coons. What you think? I mean, it's the level in which they go, in which they disagree with you about.
Yeah, it depends.
Like if you're going hard for a cause, like there's a difference between coming from a constructive place versus where you're out to destroy that person's image or you're out to destroy anything good that could possibly come from this moment of teachable.
Because I just don't.
So it don't necessarily make you we're not necessarily here to call everybody that goes against the movement a coon, but there are those people that are out to sabotage anything good coming out of the black community that highlights us.
Because I got to say, like, I do. And I'm not saying I agree with everything she say, but I do like Whoopi Goldberg. I think she's no nonsense. I think she called bullshit when she see it.
Yeah,
she called balls and strikes. So if the black community get in the way, she gonna say it. I have no problem with black people like that. I have problem with black people who say shit for effect because they think massa watching. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You
can tell the difference.
That's when you can see the difference.
You can tell the difference.
You can tell the difference. Kanye said that shit for effect.
Yeah, you can tell the difference, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Slavery was a choice. Like,
you have to say
that you come on.
Kanye talked about slavery was a choice. I'm like, you know how many people really died who really tried to fight back?
Right.
They were outnumbered, outhorsed. People died when Nat Turner decided to fight back. You know what they did? They said, and they caught the other ones. They said, not only are niggas not allowed, or black people are not allowed to group together in huge numbers, but they are not allowed to own firearms. They are also not allowed to be educated or read. So they took away these 3 major things that they felt could be a turn against them. And he said the only thing they're allowed is Bible study, church. That's the only thing they're allowed.
Yeah.
And then it's a nigga talking like.
And they have to have a white man reading it to them.
He trying to apply 21st century logic to back then. How the fuck can you say it was a choice? Mother, do you know when the Union freed the freaking slaves, man? The motherfuckers ain't know what to do.
They know what to do.
They was wandering the street like animals, like
and they had
little dogs, stray dogs. They didn't know what the fuck
what
to
freedom
do.
would
So
look like.
These people had been treated like cattle. They thought of it. They didn't think of themselves no higher than the boot, the shit on the boot, on the master's boot. And you expect them to rationalize, slavery is shut your stupid ass up.
You know, and their grandkids, their great-great-grandkids, these slave descendants are still facing the trauma of what their parents had to go through. Motherfucker, and these white folks are allowed to have service dogs.
Yeah.
What trauma did they suffer? Oppression?
Yeah. And I mean, that's why, like I say, with the Colin joint, man, why we doing all this fighting for you, man. And nigga, you out here telling me something, all right, master, I'm coming back. Like, I'm about to, come on, let's sign a contract.
And then if you're
going
to come on back, and then you could do some good. You could do some good, because you could have got up there and maybe rallied the NFL players.
Man, but why not? Fuck the NFL. You
could have did that too.
You still want to play?
I think at this point, when he changed the meeting grounds, it was already to hell with the NFL.
It should have been that in the first place.
He's still just calling them to see where they're going to meet him at. That's what I think. I think he's calling
You got to check for the NFL. It should have been like that in the first place.
Here's what I'm saying. Publicity stunt?
He calling them out to see how far we're going to go. Either you're going to say flat out, we don't want you, or we're going to keep playing this game called cat and mouse, where we see how far you're willing to go to disguise your true motives, which is you don't want me. You need to say that out loud.
To be honest with y'all, too, how I feel about this Kaepernick is pretty. I think it's dead. I think it's dead.
What?
Yeah, this whole situation is dead.
Yeah.
It's
I think all niggas are pretty much confused.
They ain't going to stop watching the NFL.
We're not about to stop watching the NFL. It's done. So your cause, you can keep on talking about it. You
could continue to be a martyr without that dog and pony show.
Yeah, you did all this.
Had to go up there.
Like, we behind you. You had people really, really behind you of protesting, still protesting the NFL. And here you go, want to play for them. Your cause is over.
Bro, you
done.
I haven't watched a full NFL game in the last 2 years. Like, if I go in somewhere, like if it's a sports bar or something, I'm sitting down eating this on, but I haven't turned it on. Or even when I had the Super Bowl, y'all was over here for the Super Bowl. I was out on the patio the whole time. It got to the point now where I just kind of and I like the Saints. Saints my team, but I just kind of like shrug my shoulders to it. It ain't really,
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no drive. I have no need to even watch it. I have no need to even push it. I have no need to do none of that shit because they still gonna treat y'all like niggas.
That's why I ain't studying college. I'm sorry. That's like Martin Luther King doing all that marching. No, I'm just saying he did all this, marching for freedom, and then turn around and that nigga
ain't nowhere near close.
I'm just saying. Colin did all this about the NFL and protesting.
Got us riled up.
And don't watch the NFL. Like we doing all this for him. Then you turn around and want to play for him.
Well, he was protesting.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's like Martin Luther King doing all that and then turn around.
Is it wrong for him to protest for a fair shot?
I tell you what, that's like Martin Luther King.
No, it's not wrong.
That's like Martin Luther King protesting them buses.
Because you
don't get on the goddamn bus and then you wake up in the morning, Martin side of that nigga. No, outside the contract with the bus sisters. And that nigga ride on the bus waving. Nigga, we just walked all this goddamn time and you on the bus now, nigga.
What I'm saying is it wrong for this man to really, you know what it's like to have a drink. Somebody come around and take your playground away and you like, man, that's wrong. I'm calling y'all out because I did this and it's unfair. Then they finally say, well, you know what, we're going to meet you somewhere.
3 years is a long time to not be on the field. That's a whole career, 3 years in the NFL. And
that's a long time.
It just made me feel like he didn't really, I don't know what that was, man.
Well, I tell you what it wasn't. It's not like this man is going to the gynecologist with his daughter every year.
T.I. be peeping at his child kudo.
T.I., baby.
That's
Colin,
not
keep on.
literally, but you know.
I support you, Colin.
We support you, but
Hey, yeah. So
T.I., baby. I've been waiting to talk about this, man.
Since the age of 16, he takes a visit with her. Now,
15.
No. He said since the age, since her 16th birthday.
15, okay.
Since her 16th birthday, I've been going to the gynecologist with her.
Yeah.
Now, he's not allowed to know anything about the actual procedure unless she signs a confidentiality waiver.
Yeah.
Right. So, he said, I want to check to see whether that thing been stretched out. I mean, did I say it right?
The Hymen.
I want to see
cherry pop.
whether somebody had been breaking it in. Now, people came out there and they was talking about, well, you can break the hymen by sports, riding horses, bicycles. And T.I. was like, she don't do none of them.
I mean, at first, like I said, and I heard his Red Table Talk interview.
What was your thoughts on it, though?
And before the Red Talk?
What was your thoughts on him? Because a lot of people.
This is my thing. When I first heard it, I ain't gonna lie, I'm like, why? The only issue I had with T.I. was him putting his daughter out there in public.
Right.
Boom.
I didn't really see a big issue as a man of him knowing about the procedure of his daughter Hymen and all that. Because at the end of the day, if it was the other way around and she was loose, then y'all would have been talking about this nigga daughter loose and look at her giving that pussy up. And this
dude ain't
you know what I'm
involved
saying?
with his child life, he fucked up. If he be overly involved, he fucked up. You want to find something to bitch about. That's his child. The only problem is just like you said.
He said about
it out in public.
He should have put it out. That's the only issue.
Business.
But that's their business. That's his daughter. And like I said, I was looking at the Red Table Talk. And like I said, we was going in. One, she's 18 now. This nigga ain't going to the procedures now. Two, he was like, I just went with her mom. I didn't set up the appointment. I just went there to be with my daughter.
What they were saying on Red Table Talk, was
they was trying to say that a woman's virginity, basically he wanted is a way of controlling a woman and taking control.
Shut the fuck up.
Knowing a woman's stuff. You want to show your control over this woman's body and this and this. So you know that whole movement of not like with the abortion. This is a woman's body. You cannot, control a woman's body. You know how men they big on this big push of men controlling women, basically.
That man ain't have no flashlight, looking up in his
he was just there.
Shut the fuck up. If y'all women having an issue with it, if the dude was a deadbeat, if he was a typical rapper out there in the street with doing whatever the fuck, you have a problem with that. You're gonna find something fucking wrong. You're gonna find something wrong.
Jada was talking.
Jada was like, you do understand that, and the whole movement of this is your daughter's privacy, this is her virginity, she shouldn't have to show you. So then you doing that is
he has
control.
No right to know about her.
It shows us a control of a woman's body.
Shut the fuck up.
That's basically the whole movement. Women,
you are not going to prom until you're fucking 18. That's a control of a woman's body too. You get to tell your fucking child some shit.
And that's what he said. He's like, these is my children. You got to have some sense of control over your children. He was like, they're not grown-ups. This was a 15-year-old girl. And I was liking some of the things he said. It's like, as a 15-year-old girl, once you lose your virginity, you're grown now. You're not a child no more. You become an adult. Everything's changed. And I like what he said about how, because they try to bring it up. Well, why are you like that to your son? And he was like, it's different. A girl having sex can lead up to 9 months of pregnancy, which will change the whole household. A boy having a baby, it doesn't. So it's different. It's not.
They don't want to hear that shit. That's too old school. That's too old school.
Man,
I get it.
They don't understand. Let me tell you something. When I first saw it,
we gonna get a backlash on this now. Y'all know that, right? We gonna be covering that up. But this coming from a men's perspective. Let y'all know. My
thing is, I won T.I. when he put her business out there. That was the only thing I had a problem with.
That's the only thing, man.
Because I can't tell this man how to run his house when he has he's in a different tax bracket. So he has a lot more at stake. He's a target on his back. His kids have a target on their back.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, there's men out there that'll probably say, man, I'm going to get his daughter pregnant. Just off to say they got his daughter pregnant. Then he's not around as often. To me, it would seem like a scare tactic to keep her from being loose. Like he said, okay, if you having sex, I'm going to know if I come to your visits and they tell me about certain things going on with your vagina. So that was probably one of his ways to scare her from going into any loose behavior, because he's not as present as a lot of other fathers have the leisure to be present.
It's getting to the point where this shit's just getting so ridiculous, man. There was a situation where there was a child in high school who wanted to be a waitress at a bar. If the bar was on some Twin Peaks Hooters type of shit, an off-brand bar, but the girls had to dress skimpy. Father, like, no, you're not. You're not going to be coming out of my house going to work somewhere with shorts up your fucking ass. I heard a woman say, it's a man trying to control her. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, see, and that's look, I'm going to tell y'all, as a man, if I have a daughter, I want to know when she lose her virginity.
You ain't closed no doors in my house. You ain't locking shit. Ain't no privacy in my motherfucking house. Get a job. Get you a house.
I'm sorry.
Privacy.
I mean,
these new parents kill me.
As a man that has a daughter, and men, when it comes to daughters, we already nervous because we got men that probably used to be like us, hounding on our daughters. I want to know if my son or daughter, my children, if y'all lose your virginity, I want to know, especially my daughter.
There's something called
I need to know.
Intrusive leadership. Look it up. Y'all motherfuckers need to start practicing intrusive leadership with your freaking kids.
Especially now that the rise of human trafficking is becoming more prevalent than ever. Did y'all not see the video where the white man grabbed that young girl while they was in the store with the mother? He literally snatched her, trying to snatch her away from the mother. And are you familiar with April Mason?
I know the name.
April Mason, she's a couple coach. She just had a conversation. She was just online talking about someone they tried to take her cousin. Her cousin was in the store. They were following her aggressively throughout the aisles, and then the cousin, one of the people that worked there was like, hey, what are y'all doing? Hey, do you need some help, sir? Hey, sir, do you need some help? And then they ended up leaving. But they left and they sat in their car. They waited for her to come out. Yeah. And when she called her Uber, she got in the Uber and she started discussing with the Uber what she thinks has happened. The Uber driver was like, man, that's why I don't need to be picking up no women, because I don't want to get involved in any of your nonsense. So April got hot at that the Uber driver would say such a thing to her. And those men were also following her and the Uber driver to see where she worked at.
Yeah.
Because the Uber driver took her to her job. Now, with all this going on, and you sit here and y'all want to nitpick on when and how intrusive a man can be in his daughter's life.
Daughter. That's the key word.
Keyword daughter.
Daughter. That's my daughter.
These men are that intrusive to deter them from going to any loose, for having any loose behavior that will cause them to not be aware of their surroundings, to be out there drinking any kind of way, knowing that you can get picked up just like that quick, whether you drunk or not drunk.
The definition of a parent is to be freaking nosy and to be controlling.
That's why I was going to
tell you. Know better.
Like, I know y'all looking at it like it should be a woman at the table now, and why y'all listen. I'm gonna be honest with you. We ain't gonna never understand a man. We trying, and I saw T.I. on Red Talk trying to understand it, but we never gonna understand the fact that y'all don't want us to know when our daughter lose her virginity. We never gonna understand why we gotta be but we can't know.
But a man is not allowed to speak on anything got to do with a woman. That's what kills me, daughter or not. It's like it's this
we ain't gonna never understand
undertone thing that in society where how dare you, sir? How dare you have an opinion on me? However, a woman can have an opinion on every goddamn thing on a man from his toes to his hair follicles. Yeah. She can have an opinion, and that's fine. But you can't. How dare you? You're a pig.
And I get it.
Fuck
I mean, my thing is, if I understand if he was talking about another woman, his girl, if it was his wife, y'all act like he was talking about a world, if like it was abortion or something. Like
They made it
this
seem
was
perverse.
his daughter.
Yeah, they made it seem perverse.
This is his child.
And then you got to understand where T.I. come from.
You know what I'm saying?
T.I. is a hood
I
dude.
couldn't get it.
T.I. grew up in the streets.
He protected them from niggas like they used to be like him.
T.I. is a
Basically.
hood dude. He ain't gonna. Y'all act like this man came from a stellar 2-parent household, like he was supposed to know these things already. People went in so hard on him as if he was equipped with the parental skill and knowledge from a stable house. He's not. So
I think it just blew. I feel like that's one of these council culture situations. You trying to figure out a way to counsel this dude.
Yeah. Anybody say anything fucked up,
'Cause I'm like,
you're gonna try to figure out how to counsel him.
and I'm like, yo, when it first came out, because I tried to ask some of my homegirls, because I'm confused. Like I said, I didn't like that he put it out there.
He shouldn't have put it out there. That wasn't
And
nobody's business.
I'd rather y'all got more mad at that than the fact that, hey man,
He's involved.
I go to the hospital with my daughter. And he probably exaggerated. They was having fun. You heard they was laughing. Even the women on the show was having fun and laughing.
They apologize.
And y'all come back and apologize when y'all know he was joking.
Apologize.
And pulled the I heard they pulled that podcast
the episode.
And I'm like, y'all clearly hear this man is joking. He's exaggerating to an extreme.
There was a woman doctor that said that his behavior, it was an Indian woman doctor that said him managing his daughter's virginity or whatever the case was is abusive behavior.
What man don't try to manage his daughter's virginity?
She described it as controlling and considered it to be abusive behavior.
Dude,
I think I.
What
I'm
fucking
sorry.
planet are we on?
It was an Indian doctor.
What
Ladies,
planet are we on?
I'm sorry, ladies. We can have a woman on the show. And I sat there and watched T.I. with them women. And I saw the comments. He still don't understand. Probably never going to fully understand the fact that I can't know my children's business.
I will know every fucking thing about my
I
child.
can't understand that. I probably would never
crazy?
understand. And I get letting the mom probably take leadership or more control of when it comes to a daughter.
I'm still gonna know.
But I want to know everything that goes on with my children.
Damn, man.
I'm sorry. I want to know if she's not a virgin again. I want to know because now me and her conversation has to change.
Yep.
I need to prepare her for what she just got herself into.
Hey, me and my son.
But you're a dumb man. You don't know nothing.
My son in the
That's
second
basically what it is,
grade. And I tell him every time, we whether he in that shower or whatever the case is, make sure you scrub your private parts, all that. And I tell him, hey man, this is the only people who gonna touch you, your mama and your daddy. You don't let nobody when they showering you, or if we're in the doctor and the doctor has to check whatever parts that is, we're gonna be standing there right there with you. But you don't let nobody. I keep getting. Man. I want it to be in his head. You don't let nobody. It's wrong for anybody to touch you in your private parts. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. And I've been telling him this since he's been able to talk. Don't you let nobody do this. And that's crazy. I do this. It's almost. It's routine.
Yeah.
If I have to give him one of them quick showers, I got to get up in there and scrub. Hey, don't you let nobody outside your house, outside of your mama and your daddy, touch your private areas.
Yeah. And I'm with y'all women. Like, believe me, I'm with women, man. When it comes to your body, abortion and what you do with your body, when you're grown and you're a woman,
I'm 100%.
and I'm behind you. But if you my daughter,
our best is off. I get to know everything, man.
I want to know everything.
Get the fuck out of here.
And y'all can say that I'm wrong for that.
Get out of people's fucking houses.
Y'all can try to force me to understand it. And I promise you, I will try to do all my best to try to figure out to understand where y'all coming from. But again, this is that man's daughter.
There's a movement, it seems, out here to trivialize every single thing or opinion that a man has when it comes to shit dealing with women. You are dumb. You are ill-equipped. You are out of bounds. You can't know anything. Fuck that if you got a child. I want to know everything about my daughter.
Did they at least applaud him for his involvement?
Like I said, I gotta.
No, because they started talking about how he was a bad husband, which had nothing to do with nothing.
Not on Red Talk. Not on Red Talk.
But
Red Talk, Table Talk. I didn't finish it all. I got really into it, a lot of it, but I think it was like 5 minutes left. So I don't know how it concluded, but I saw a lot of the comments of
throughout the whole thing. How much of the throughout watching it, there wasn't a moment where they first applauded him for his involvement.
No. I mean, okay, of course, yeah. Jada, they all acknowledge that. Yeah, you're a father that want to be in your daughter's life. Like they acknowledge that. They know. So
they acknowledge that he wants to be. Did they not applaud him for that?
Yeah, they applaud him. Like they acknowledge it. Yeah. But it was the whole thing of the narrative of you controlling a woman's body, and I'm like, this ain't a woman. This is his daughter. It's a different, and he ain't doing it as an 18-year-old woman. She's 18 now, but when she was 14, 15, 16, yes.
So for the years of 14.
Yeah, that's all he said.
He said 14.
Yeah, 15? But when he ain't going to the. That's what he was like, man. Y'all try to create a narrative as if I'm going to the doctor with her now. And he's like, y'all act like I made the appointment. No, I didn't make the appointment. The mom took the lead on the appointment. I just was there to support. In the interview, I exaggerated to make it funny. That's all it was. Y'all took it because y'all.
That's crazy.
It's a cancel culture, and y'all don't want to admit to it.
Triggered. The trigger.
So do you feel? How you feel about those girls pulling that episode, man? Was it necessary?
No, but they had to because they women. But y'all was on the episode. Y'all was laughing because y'all knew he was joking. Y'all was laughing about it, but because
it's just like the Real World, one of the first ones when the Tammy Roman got that dude kicked off.
Yeah, because he took off
and she was laughing while I was going on.
Right.
And then when the shit, oh my God, he's right here assaulting me. Shut the fuck up.
That nigga career ain't been the same since.
That nigga shit done from that one shit.
Yeah. I forgot the nigga name.
Oh, my
David.
David.
He was a comedian.
They got him kicked off of Real World.
He was a comedian.
They was playing.
They were fool with him.
And he was pulling on the bed and everybody was laughing and joking. It was funny. You know, how you would play with your sister or friend or something like that. And then it got to a point where it took a bad turn where she just started talking to assault shit and the white girl, Beth, I think was talking about, and the dude career done. But it's like that. You get the, I don't know, man. This shit.
I mean, I would never understand. I say it again, men, because I know women. Y'all looking and y'all probably like going crazy.
Oh yeah.
But I want and for you men that trying to act like you, for all y'all that came after T.I. trying to act like you understand. Stop lying. Every man that probably said something about T.I., you don't have a daughter. It ain't no way you have a daughter.
I'm so sick of these type of Negroes.
Don't act like you don't understand where that man coming from.
These are the dudes, man, to where, you know, no matter what, if we could be a bunch of dudes around and it's got that one cat who want to play devil's advocate for women all the time, you know, you speaking up as if they're there. Who you winning brownie points for? It's a bunch of dudes. We're being crass. We're being rude. We doing what dudes do, and it's one fucking dude, man.
Yeah.
That's one fucking dude. Well, good. He probably shouldn't be saying that. Shut the fuck up.
I've been that way on this show.
Get him out.
I've been that way on this show. I've been having women back on this show.
But we having a conversation.
That man said, who brought him?
Yeah, because that's what people ask. Like, who brought this nigga?
But this particular topic, when it came to T.I., I'm sorry, I was just straight like, what the hell?
I was shocked.
I was like, what the hell?
Shocked at who?
I said, Houghton.
What you talking about? Oh, today? It was like, this thing.
You are standing up for men.
Oh, my God.
And their right to parent their daughters.
Daughter, man. That I said, man, we'll probably never understand.
So
and we have to we have to agree to disagree on this one.
Huge. I've just been staying here shocked.
Special.
Flabbergasted.
Ladies,
bewildered.
I'm going to have to agree to disagree with you because I know if it's my daughter, I may not want to go up to and if I have to, if she want me to go, I go. But as soon as she come out, I'm like, hey, what happened? what's going on.
I'm
with
talking to the doctor.
But I'm glad you put out there that he did exaggerate.
It was clear.
It was a joke. And we all once again we all agree that her business should not have been
It
out
shouldn't
there
have been out there. He shouldn't have embarrassed his daughter
mouth.
like that.
If that's something
that's
that
the only
she
problem
wanted,
I have.
Yeah.
If that's something that she want to tell the world, that's completely up to her because it is her business to share. But outside of that, I can't tell that man how to parent. I really don't have thoughts on how he should parent. I know how I would go about it with my child.
Would you want to know if your daughter Hymen is broken?
I would.
I mean, I'd be honest. I would want to know. I mean, I would want to know what's going on with my daughter
for health reasons.
For health reasons,
I would want to know if she's sexually active.
A sexually active.
Yes, I would definitely want to know if my child is sexually active.
Like I'm yes. So my question out there, and I may pose this question to women,
even my boy, because I want him to have if he's going to have it, it's got to be safe.
So let me ask the question because I think I'm gonna post this on Instagram. How do a man find out if his daughter is sexually active? If it's not knowing the doctor's procedures or
What's
the
the
you
best
can
way?
go on behavior or ask her. That's all you could do.
So
for behavior change, the way she dresses changes.
Because going to the doctor is too much, or what he said, having a hymen check and knowing that information is a sense of control. How do we find out? What's the correct way? Because that's the conversation that needs to be had. Okay. I put that question out there because right now I just don't see. I didn't really see the issue with him knowing that his daughter
nobody
hymen is
can
broken.
say you're wrong for that. We're here to all learn together.
Trying to figure it out, man.
Not here to berate this man for being involved with his daughter in a way in which that was probably not into the best of your liking. But that is not up to you to decide how he should father his child unless you are therefore in his wage tax bracket paying for their schooling and the child's clothing and apparel. If that's something in which you do not see yourself doing, then beseech nor forsake him. For being the man that he is.
And I ain't gonna lie, you got a point, especially when you on T.I.'s fame level, and you know all these boys.
They are targets.
Coming after your daughter.
All y'all
They
parents,
targets.
you know, man, raising
To
a
a whole
kid
nother
don't
level.
come with a manual, man.
It don't.
And then she attractive.
You got to figure this shit out, dog.
Yeah.
Like you got to be extra protective of your children, man. You got to, man.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne daughter Reginae, whoever the rapper's name is, this man took a picture where he rested his sack on top of her perm.
Wait a minute. When that happen?
I got it on my page.
They had an interesting relationship.
His sack rests upon his, like, if you ever sat a Heineken on a coaster and it just catches.
He perched his balls.
He patched his testicles, resided on her head for the photo. She was underneath his crotch, taking all that
teabag.
It was a teabag photo, but her head caught the worst of the.
And he put it online.
Yeah, it was online. She was sitting there. She was holding his leg. You ever seen one of them photos where women are holding a man's leg and then they rest on his leg? Well, he planted his planters on top of her head.
Yeah.
And there's no doubt in my mind that her hair smelled like booty ball blunts. Booty ball blunt kush.
Y'all just gonna have to understand a man, a real man that has a true man that has a daughter that's in her life.
That photo is out there. Lil Wayne
That
got to
man
see
gonna be overprotective.
Need to be overprotective of your boys too.
Oh, your boys. But it's just something about a man and his daughter. Let's just get that. We just stop trying to say why you don't do that for your son. It's not going to happen.
Can easily be more of a victim.
It's just something about a man and his daughter, man.
There were so many people
attacking
him. And this is my thing. It's one thing to constructively criticize this man, but they were attacking him.
Yeah, it was
like this is something he should know. We are all not equipped with the best parenting skills. There's always room for improvement.
That's
especially
the thing.
Coming from where we come from.
It was something that they felt like he should.
They weaponized.
It was like Oh, you should know that. No, we don't know that.
Nope. And here's the crazy thing about it. They
That's all it
weaponized
was.
that the same way they weaponized the gay
Y'all was
movement.
slick. Y'all trying to cancel his whole rap career. Boy, y'all about to start watching this
Anything
movie.
that makes people uncomfortable. Back in the day, you'd be like, I don't like that, and you move on. Now, if you don't like something, you got a license to fucking protest it. You got a license to fucking burn it to the
not
ground.
only that,
scorch
Y'all
earth.
really
They
gonna
wanted,
give a fuck.
they
y'all
wanted-
really gonna cancel T.I. for this?
well, the people that wanted to cancel him didn't like him in the first place.
Boom.
That's all that was. They were really going hard because they never liked that man in the
Like
first place.
this is the reason why you want to cancel. Because he an overprotective dad of his
And
daughter.
I promise you, some of the same women who out there tripping on him, or men, or whoever people, they still support R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? It's
So,
dude out here trying to do the
it's
right
people-
thing.
it's
You know
people-
what I'm saying?
So
R. Kelly objectified
you know
women.
what?
It's
And I'm gonna put
people-
it like this: the same people that still support Future that don't watch his take care of his 9 daughters.
Boom.
Y'all had a nerve to talk about T.I.
Shut your goof ass up.
You still bought this nigga record.
They love Future on to his next
They
victim right
love
now.
Future,
He with Lori Harvey now.
but you nigga get out of
I
here.
mean, Laura Harvey, what the fuck?
Lord Harvey getting
Future
around,
Future with Lori Harvey.
Stop lying.
Nigga, goddamn, Laura Harvey.
Pull it up. Future.
She was
Pull it
just
up.
with it.
Future with P Diddy.
P. Diddy and the son. What the fuck?
She was with
Future
somebody else. She just
with
getting
Lori
around, boy.
Harvey right now. So guess
Why you
what?
sounding like that nigga Steve?
if
with
guess
Lori
what?
Harvey.
If some slip up,
I'm just saying,
she.
man.
But I'm sure she protecting herself. I'm
We
sure
just,
she
I
is,
mean,
'cause she
every
was-
man gonna be protective of their daughter.
That's
man.
but that you're right. They was treating T.I. like he was Future.
like he was.
I don't
Future.
even think they treat.
No, that's
they
what I'm
not
saying.
even
They ain't
treat
treat him
Future
like a
like that.
Future. No, they love Future. Future don't even take care of that. From what I heard, don't take care of none of them kids.
He take care. He
That's
take
what
care.
that's what they want to act like it.
How many kids Future got?
9, ain't it? Got like 9.
Yeah, he got about 8. He got 8.
Yeah, off the mark, Laura Harvey and Future go public with
Yeah.
the oh shit.
He got 8. It was at his birthday party.
Yeah,
Meek
Laura
Mill
Harvey
came
out there
through there
getting it
too.
in.
Yeah, man, Lord Harvey, man, make sure she get to the money. Getting to the money.
Everybody's
man.
man.
Literally.
But you know what it is? Hey,
But anyway,
You know,
man. So
what-
yeah, I don't know. We want to wrap up
what
on
it,
that
what
topic.
it really is, and I said this a lot of times, they're using all these movements to try to get people fired the same way they try to use the gay and LGBTQ movement to get a lot of people fired. They use that as a weapon. You can't force feed nobody your lifestyle. I think Flame Monroe said it best, man. Flame Monroe, one of their own.
Well, you know they don't like.
They don't even
Funny
like
comedian.
transgender
Funny
women.
comedian.
Funny could be, but you know they don't.
watch
They don't
on
fool with
Netflix.
Flame.
But
Like that.
Flame Monroe set that Flame Monroe has at least one of the most important Breakfast Club interviews of 2019 and possibly the last decade of the Breakfast Club. I don't even think the Breakfast Club been up for a decade. But
Byron Allen was
Flame
good,
Monroe.
but it was a lot.
No, that too. His
Byron
was
Allen.
also important.
Yeah,
These
those two was very
these
important
two
for the black
are necessary.
community. Yeah,
You cannot take them from.
yeah.
You can take away any other interview
So Kodak Black, that wasn't.
if you don't shove Kodak Black up a
And
toilet.
the butthole he looked like.
Nigga, Kodak Black looked like a burnt fly.
Looked like a.
Flame Monroe said they're trying to weaponize it. You can't force
Right.
somebody to identify you with who you identify if you don't have the set of organs. I was like, God, y'all, if y'all got to be mad at somebody, Flame said she will take that. She has a fan. He, she, we. I don't care what you call me, as long as the check clear.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! That's cold. She cold. She is on another movement.
I like what Dave Chappelle said, but Chinese Tuesday. This is how I feel inside.
Yo, that Flame Monroe, man.
Why
Go
you
check
do
it out
that?
on Breakfast Club.
This is how I feel inside.
Yeah, go check it out. I mean, she kept it real, man. You know,
Lit that thing up.
it's a good interview, man.
But you know, Dave Chappelle touched on it, and I do know gay people who have a problem with transgender people. They have a
Yeah, they
problem
do.
with that whole shit. They do. They do.
Yeah, they do. They don't like.
She said they only bring transgender people. They only include them in the conversation when it fits their interest.
Yep.
To cancel somebody or to get them fired. So they only bring them strength. There's what? Strength in numbers? Exactly. So when we want to include firing somebody, let's all talk about the whole community. So now y'all community when it comes to getting somebody fired. But when it comes to including them in on stuff that, needs to get done, whether it's transgender benefits, whether it's because look at the people that were dying. Look at the gay black men that were getting killed at that politician's house, the Democrat's house in California.
Yeah, the white boy.
Nobody said nothing.
Yeah.
But when Kevin Hart, all of a sudden, his jokes from 10 years ago is offending you. Yeah. Meanwhile, this man is killing people right now, and nobody's speaking on it. Lee Daniels ain't speak on it. Vibe magazine ain't say nothing about it. But, Kevin Hart's jokes from 10 years ago. Don Lehman ain't say nothing about it. But Kevin Hart's jokes from 10 years ago.
Did y'all hear that there's a comedy club? I cannot recall where it was from. There's a comedy club where the owner stopped their show and canceled the show.
Yes.
Because the comedians were up there saying crass jokes.
Yes, misogynistic jokes. That was in know what you're talking about,
what
too.
Fucking planet are we on, though?
Like I said, man.
It was her club. Now I will say
she got every right.
It was a mainstream club. So hey man, some of them jokes is super underdeveloped. Now I'm not here to say she was, man. Some of them look. Yeah. It be sometimes.
You know what a club is at?
Huh?
You know what a club's at? I can't remember.
I know. It was an Asian woman. It was an Asian woman that stopped it. Now, why is that pertain? People are probably saying, well, why does it matter what she is? She made it known that she was an Asian woman that felt more powerful in that moment.
Yeah, man. I'm just saying, if it's got to be better reasons to cancel folks, man. And when y'all blew this T.I. thing up, I was like, this ain't it.
Now I heard it was only 16 people at the show in 4.
Well, that's why she canceled it. Then. Don't be acting like you canceled it because what they said. You canceled because you weren't making no more money for the night. Them 16 people bought their 2 item minimum, and your wages was like, it's time to go. I'm ready.
I just don't want that to be a trend, man. Let the crowd decide who they don't like. If the crowd start booing them, then you know they know it. But as an owner, man, don't come out there doing it because it's comedy, man. It's freedom of speech, man.
Now I did. There is a contract. There's a comedy contract that says you can't say sissy
at that show.
Not at that show.
But where is the comedy contract you talking about?
It was a show that I was.
Oh.
I showed it. I had to sign. I signed
here in Atlanta.
It's a contract that said you cannot say sissy, the F word. You can say nigga.
That's what kills me.
You only got a couple. You only get a couple.
Nigga.
You get a couple of them. They said don't say it too much. Don't say too much.
You can't say
don't overdo on the PU 55Y jokes, the vaginal jokes. Don't overdo on the dick jokes. But you cannot say sissy or the fag or sassy.
Sassy is could be a compliment sometimes,
and they don't want you to say cunt.
I didn't see that.
I've seen them all tell you can't say cunt.
I didn't see that, but I'm sure
cunt, cunt is the
but
mother,
that is
mother of all insults to female.
But that is in Atlanta.
Worst, evidently, that's the worst thing you can say. If you in a heated argument with a woman and she called you kind of say cunt, see once you shut that whole shit better go left right.
Is that particularly with white women or
I thought
mostly white women, but I know some sisters that because cunt is more mainstream now. You know what I'm saying? So you say that shit, women lose their mind.
Yeah, man.
They can call you a piece of shit bastard in the
cancel culture, baby. Anyway, man.
You can't call them bitch no more. They call them. They done got so happy loose with it that a lot of people like, right, I am a bad bitch.
Yep.
Yeah. Some women get in a fit. I be man, especially like with some comedians. I be seeing them on stage, man. They be calling women bitches, man. I be like, the women be in the audience. I be looking. It be awkward.
I never call a woman in the audience bitch. That is awkward.
Like
they
call
her
crazy.
I be seeing women calling them bitches too.
I see some men.
No, it's men too.
I've called a heckler. But no,
I'm talking about not even a heckler. They be like, man, I see they got this bitch right here, but
I've seen that.
Be like, yo,
I see females call each other bitches too, but
it worked with
like
women. But when a man calls them a bitch, be like,
I've seen them. And some people let it slide too. Some people because they think But I be like, respect the audience, man.
Yeah.
They pay money. They ain't pay money. They call all kinds of bitches. Bitch, you know what you here for, bitch. You see what I'm talking about?
This bitch here, you know.
This
But anyway,
bitch,
man.
you. I'm talking to you. She ain't heckled or nothing. She just like,
Anyway, but yeah, man. So what we got next, man? We wrapping it up.
Thanksgiving, man. What y'all doing for Thanksgiving, man? Thanksgiving coming up. What y'all doing, man?
I'll be here, man, with my family, man, eating. Well, I'll be back Thanksgiving morning, but I'll be eating my turkey and ham and macaroni with the family.
You staying here?
Yeah, I'm gonna be in the city.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in the city.
I'm gonna do my show at the crib. We always do a show every year, but I
Mississippi,
be with family
right?
too.
Mississippi.
But hey, man, I got a couple one little tip for you people. If somebody,
This is the Marvin Hunter. Let
Yeah.
me set this up right. This is the Marvin Hunter family Thanksgiving tip.
yes,
We want to leave you with some tips from Marvin Hunter. Take it away.
sometimes there's family members that just get invited because they family.
Yeah.
Nobody, you ain't gonna be missed if you don't come. Be lucky if you get to come. And how dare you bring people?
They can't bring nobody.
You lucky to be there. And you didn't brought 3 other people don't nobody know. We don't want no everybody in our house. You know, that's just how that is. Don't nobody want to say that. No, we don't want no everybody. They eating up the house. They taking to go play. Didn't nobody even invite them. So I just want to put that out because nobody talks about that kind of shit. You know, be lucky. Consider yourself lucky that you are invited. You don't get to have guests.
What about the people that come over just to take to-go plates and leave?
Them some low down motherfuckers.
Ooh. They say what up, get a couple drinks in their system, and bounce.
What about the people that can't cook and want you to try their food, Marvin?
Oh.
Can we applaud their effort though?
Bro, listen. My first marriage, man. My first wife. Dog. She tried to make her first Thanksgiving dinner. The cats from the base, from the command came through. 2 of them had to go to the hospital. That's on God. To this day, I don't know what she did fucked up with that food.
Nigga, did you have to stay at the command? How much longer did you?
Dude,
How much more time did you spend at the command?
I was still there for a while. I caught hell after that. Don't go to Marvin's house.
Jesus Christ!
I don't know how she fucked that up.
I want to know how much longer did you have to stay at that command? Because I would have wanted to. I got transfer orders.
At least
like,
another year. I was there at least another year. Dude, if your old lady can't cook, take it from me.
Don't let her bring nothing.
Invite people over.
What if your parents, what the family brought her over and she wanted to bring some food? How do you tell her?
You can't, Dad. She'll know when that shit is untouched at the end of the night. Badly.
Have you ever bought a dish over to somebody's house and noticed your dish was the least touched?
I don't never cook, so
I don't really never cook like that. When I bring shit, it's usually stuff off the grill. I know I can grill,
Like,
so I don't really have that problem.
I've had somebody like we look. I was a cook in the military, so a lot of times we throw gatherings on.
They
so
expect the MS.
They want your dish gonna be top notch. You know it's top notch if a lot of people is eating it, right? Mm-hmm. One of the cooks had to keep reminding people that you don't forget.
Yeah. Niggas always, hey man, y'all don't forget, man, you got that bowl of jambalaya over there. Nigga be like, we know. You have dogs in the kitchen at your house. They told us we ain't gonna ain't that.
Nigga,
hey, don't forget, man. I brought the
because it was
the jambalaya.
This the worst part about it. It was 2 things of dressing.
That's funny.
When the good one was gone, people just didn't eat no more dressing.
No more dressing, yeah.
So he kept reminding them, hey, and he would personally come up to you, hey man, if you still want some dressing,
when you gonna get the hint?
But no, he would. You know how some people be oblivious.
Yeah, man. How? If it ain't, it's just like a DJ. Ain't nobody on the dance floor. He'll just mix it. Nigga, you fuck it up. You sorry.
He was like, if y'all still want some more dressing, it's some because I noticed we out of the other one. The other one gone. people just start eating more collard greens, and then when the greens was done, they just ate more macaroni and cheese. So when that was done, so that was everything else.
So now you got a decision to make at the end of the night. Do you
And then he said,
take this shit back home with you?
No, this
Or
the
do you
thing.
throw it in the garbage?
This the thing. He said, "Hey man, since we got a lot of food at my house, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this here." And my homeboy was like, "Hey man, you ain't even gotta leave that."
Nah, we good. We good.
He said, "Hey man, you ain't even gotta leave that here, dog. Just go ahead and take it with you, man. I'm sure somebody else could do some more good with that than we can." And he was no, because you know, I don't want to feel like I ain't bring nothing. So yes, he's like, "Nah, you ain't gotta leave it." When I sit here and tell you,
because black folks, they'll tell you in a minute, like they get, because we'll tell you, "Hey man, you try that dressing?" Nigga just look at you like,
I'm full, man. I ain't got no room on my plate.
Don't do that.
This is my thing.
I ain't got a room on my plate. Like, look at another plate. Nah, nigga.
If you know that you can't cook, don't bring no food.
Bring the ice, man. Bring the cups.
Bring the ice in the cup.
Don't do it.
And parents, don't have your children eating on that Thanksgiving food for a month. Nigga, do it. Nigga be eating that junk Thanksgiving breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
If you know
after
your
a week is over.
Look, if you know your woman's dish ain't it, tell her before she take that outside the house. Because she gonna feel bad if she got to bring that back to the house. She gonna be like, "Why you ain't never tell me?"
Yeah.
She gonna look at you, nigga. Tell her, "Hey, that ain't the dish we want."
It's hard to tell somebody. It's hard to tell the woman that you love.
Man, I don't have no. It ain't hard for me because
they
all can't be home runs. And I tell you, I like, baby, that ain't shit right there. I mean, I know you spent all this time cooking it, but to push that one way back to the refrigerator, like in
that's
back,
funny, man.
We'll partake of that later on.
All right, y'all, man. We got to wrap up because we running out of. I see that thing over there running out of. Running out of battery.
That is hilarious.
Look, man. Thank y'all for tuning in, man, for another Unmanageable Negroes, man. Listen.
Tell a friend. Tell a friend.
Happy Thanksgiving, man. Enjoy your family.
Like, love, share, subscribe.
Yes, sir.
Unmanageable Negroes on everything: Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Boom. We love y'all.
Love y'all, man. We out of here, y'all.
Peace.